Imagine an invisible being that lives in absolute silence, a being that even 1 gram of it can change the fate of millions of people forever. This being is closer to you than you think. Maybe at this very moment, just a few steps away, lurking behind the seemingly safe walls of your life. Perhaps on the shelves of your local store, in the bag you carry every day, or perhaps on your desk, in your home kitchen, or in your pocket. Or it may even be hidden inside a product you use for beauty. Sometimes the most dangerous threats are hidden in the simplest and most commonplace things. In the objects you touch every day, this being has a strange and almost frightening patience. It waits until you completely forget its existence. This mysterious force can be both saving and destructive in an instant. This incredible duality might make you wonder if you really know what power is right before your eyes. And perhaps the time has come to face this reality. This substance is none other than botulinum toxin, the very same thing that in beauty clinics they call Botox. But what's interesting to know is that this substance is used not only for cosmetics, but also for treating various diseases, and it might even be present in your own kitchen. Yet how is it possible that such a lethal substance can turn into a life-saving medicine? What is the secret behind this astonishing transformation? Join us as we unveil this great mystery. On this fascinating journey ahead, we will take you into the perilous yet captivating world of botulinum toxin, where the line between death and life is thinner than you could ever imagine. Meet botulinum toxin, the most lethal substance known to mankind. The LD50 of this toxin, meaning the dose that would kill half the population, is just 1 nanogram per kilogram of body weight. For an average adult, this amount barely equals the weight of a single poppy seed. But how does this silent killer work? It quietly enters the nervous system, targeting precisely the junction where nerves meet muscles. There, like an ultra-precise molecular scissors, it severs the communication lines. The result? Total paralysis from head to toe. The victim silently witnesses their muscles one by one refusing to obey commands, until even breathing becomes impossible. This toxin can grow in certain food products. And more astonishingly, this very same deadly poison, in a different dosage, can transform into a medical and cosmetic tool. And this is where the story takes an astonishing turn. How is it possible that a substance lethal in high quantities can become a tool for treatment and beauty at very low levels? Scientists discovered that if this toxin is injected in a highly diluted and precise manner, they can temporarily and controllably reduce muscle activity. This very characteristic led to its use in fields such as cosmetics, as well as certain neurological and muscular treatments. This discovery was a turning point in medical history. For the first time, humanity was able to harness an extremely dangerous substance in a targeted and safe way. This event not only opened new doors to innovative treatments, but also changed our perspective on the very concept of a toxin. From this point on, botulinum toxin was no longer just a threat. It became a tool that, in the hands of specialists, could help improve quality of life. Of course, its nature remains dangerous, but this very danger, when properly controlled, can be made to work to humanity's advantage. Most of us know Botox as a way to eliminate wrinkles, but that's only the beginning of the story. This toxin has several other beneficial uses, such as treating chronic and debilitating migraines that turn life into a nightmare. With each injection, the intensity and frequency of attacks are reduced, allowing patients to live their days without the fear of pain. Stopping excessive sweating in the hands and underarms, which restores self-confidence. No more wet hands during handshakes or embarrassing stains on clothes. Calming severe muscle spasms in patients with multiple sclerosis, MS, and cerebral palsy, muscles relax, and simple movements that were once impossible become possible again, even helping to treat strabismus, crossed eyes, and bladder problems. However, before this remarkable toxin became a medical tool, it was already present in nature and sometimes deadly. It can grow and produce toxin in improperly canned vegetables and fruits, especially in low-acid, oxygen-free environments. When garlic or other vegetables are submerged in oil and left at room temperature, they create an anaerobic environment ideal for toxin production. In fish that are smoked, salted, or fermented through improper processing, particularly in cold waters, a strain of this bacterium can activate. In natural honey, bacterial spores may be present, which is why honey is dangerous for infants under 1 year old. Bacterial spores are essentially a dormant, highly resistant form of the bacterium. Imagine bacteria such as times Clostridium botulinum, times anticipating harsh conditions like lack of nutrients, dryness, extreme temperatures, or exposure to harmful chemicals. Under these conditions, the bacterium transforms into a spore. It's as if a living organism encases itself in super-resistant armor and goes into hibernation. Spores can survive in boiling water for hours, resist UV radiation and common disinfectants, and remain viable for years, even decades. They exhibit almost no metabolic activity, much like plant seeds waiting for the right conditions to sprout. When we say that botulinum toxin spores exist in honey, it means the bacteria are present in the honey in an inactive, protected form. While not dangerous for adults due to their strong immune systems, they are highly hazardous for infants under 1 year old, as the spores can transform into active bacteria in the infant's intestines and produce toxins. These same spores are what can cause fatal botulism poisoning in home-canned foods or improperly processed or stored items such as canned goods that have not been heated sufficiently or are improperly sealed. Even in a baked potato wrapped in foil and left at room temperature, this toxin can form. The story of botulinum toxin reminds us of a profound truth. In science, no substance is inherently good or evil. It is our knowledge, intentions, and choices that determine whether a substance becomes a deadly weapon or a life-saving medicine. This is the fine line between fear and hope, and this is precisely what we at Hidden Horizons seek to explore. If you too are fascinated by these delicate boundaries, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Let us know in the comments which deadly and fascinating secret of the world you'd like us to uncover together in the next episode. Every scientific discovery is a mirror of human intent, whether bright or dark. The boundary between fear and hope is thinner than we imagine.